My name is E.W. Jackson, Republican candidate for the United States Senate here in Virginia. Many Americans forget that while the quest for religious freedom brought the Pilgrims and Puritans, it was property and business rights that led our founding fathers to declare independence. The freedom to pursue our business and property interests is as fundamental as freedom to worship and freedom of speech. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin, and most of our founding fathers were entrepreneurs. I've spent my entire career in the private sector as both a for-profit and nonprofit entrepreneur. I am running for office for the first time in my life, and I do so out of deep concern about the direction of our country. I spent 10 years running my own business, 15 years as a small business lawyer, and taught business and commercial law as an adjunct professor. I know firsthand the struggle to meet payroll and fight through the regulatory web that entangles business people. I know the rewards of success and the heartbreak of failure. That is the life of small business owners and entrepreneurs. This nation was birthed by such people. Government didn't build this nation. Individuals did. The sad reality today is that most political leaders have forgotten that basic fact. Our forefathers sacrificed and struggled and tried and failed and tried again. They understood that the role of government was to protect their freedom and get out of the way. That idea has been abandoned. Now government operates on the principle which Ronald Reagan articulated so well: if it moves, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. The result of this mentality is that small businesses are suffocated, while large businesses can afford to navigate the regulatory maze, and they get the favor of government. The government, instead of the marketplace, decides who wins and who loses. I have personal experience with the difficulties that well-intentioned federal regulations can have on small business owners. As a small businessman, for years I fought the FCC, which had the power to take my business away by denying me a license. As a small business lawyer for 15 years, I represented business and property owners against regulators who seemed to take joy in persecuting businesses. The primary job creators in America are small business owners. When government unduly burdens those businesses, it kills the goose that lays the golden egg. The re-election of Barack Obama and the election of Tim Kaine to the Senate could well kill the goose forever. I am the only candidate in this race who can defeat both Tim Kaine and Barack Obama in Virginia. They would uphold and expand Obamacare. I will vote to repeal it. We must rein in the federal monster that is choking the life out of the greatest economic engine in history. When I joined the United States Marine Corps in 1970, I took a solemn oath to defend the Constitution and the principles of freedom that it was created to protect. A vote for me in the Republican primary will ensure that you have a champion, a warrior, who will never forget those principles and the small business owners and entrepreneurs that made this nation great. My name is E.W. Jackson, and I ask for your vote on June 12th in the Republican primary. Together, we will make the 21st century the most prosperous in the history of our nation.